Hello and welcome into BWYellowJackets.com. I'm Luke Schroedl alongside assistant women's basketball coach Cody Hartzler. How you doing today, Cody?
Fantastic day in here, Berea. Thank you.
Always is. You guys want to get right into it. You guys take on number one Hope this weekend in the Hope tournament, playing in their $22 million facility, D1S type thing, big-time Jumbotron. You guys are supposed to play them in 2019, 2020 in the Sweet 16. Didn't get a chance there. Now you get to put this team on a show in the first look of the season against a ranked team.
Well, yeah, it's an exciting weekend for us. We've got a tough all-vet team on Friday, and then we turn around and play Hope on Saturday. And there's certainly some history between the programs, but really what's in the past is in the past. Our primary focus right now is just getting better each and every day. It starts with a good day of preparation tomorrow. We got to take care of business against all of that. We've got to keep on raising the standard. And then, we get to test ourselves against a really good Hope team on Saturday then. So it's an opportunity for us to get better.
Gotcha. You guys already played one game this year, took on Case, beat them 24-9 in the fourth quarter. Really showed out there. Took them in points in the paint, bench points, rebounds. What did you guys learn from that game?
Well, we learned that it doesn't – I think our effort was good from the first 30 minutes. Like, it wasn't an effort thing necessarily that was holding us back. But it was like in the fourth quarter we finally started playing together. And we're at that stage of the year where, we're still trying to find our identity as a team. And it started to click in the fourth quarter. So what we've got to change is like – really the momentum swung when we started hitting some more shots. You can't depend on that to initiate your togetherness. We need to take pride in getting stops, playing together. And if that can spark our unity, I think we'll be much better off.
Let's talk a little bit about some impact players. Lee Edwards, a returning first-team All-OAC-er. Do you expect her to have an OAC Player of the Year type season this year?
Well, Lily's kind of like a once-in-a-career type of athlete to work with. She's got some unbelievable physical tools, but she's also worked really hard on her craft and her body. She's put herself in position to have success, but really, and Lily would be the first one to tell you this too, a lot of her success is a product of her teammates. Like, she battles against a really talented position group every day at practice. Megan Schroedl is a fellow senior. Megan Jurasic, Bella Valent. She has to do battle with those guys every day at practice. And I think a lot of times, when Lily gets out there, it's kind of like a relief that she doesn't have to go up against her teammates. So she's obviously earned the accolades she has, but it's not an individual type of thing. And Lily, again, would be the first to tell you that.
Are there any other players that Jackins fans can expect a breakout season from this year other than Lily?
It's been nice having Megan Hensel back. Megan was coming off an injury that kept her off the floor last year. She was the one that played a meaningful role on our 28-2 team. So she's been putting in a lot of work to get back to where she was. We're excited about her. Really, all the senior class, they've been a part of some really good teams, and they contribute in their own ways. Schroedl Liberty, M. Lyon, even though they're not filling up the box score in a lot of ways. They just find ways to make contributing things in the locker room, at practice every day. Megan Schroedl is going to be an unbelievable coach here in a couple years. She's very cerebral. She makes everybody on the floor better. Again, it might not pop in the stats, but those types of seniors, Sid Snyder's another one who's like point of attack defender, does a lot of the dirty work, hits open shots. Doesn't get as much attention as maybe someone like Lily does, but critical to our success. So I would just focus on the seniors. A lot of times we'll go as our senior class goes, so they'll be the key.
Gotcha. You guys only had one senior last year, Gabby Garrett. She graduated. Have a couple newcomers coming in. Who are you most excited about from that standpoint?
We've got talented class of freshmen. We've got Kaylee Wrestler, freshman from Napoleon, state champ. Bella Valent from Perrysburg, another good program. Susie Nemec joins us from Weedsport, New York. Talented guard. Alec Johnson from the Pittsburgh area, Mars High School. They won a state championship there before as well. Emma Nick in our backyard, Avon Lake, a superb athlete. All those, Sadie Arn from Cary, long, athletic, they've brought a joy to our program and some athleticism that has made us better. And then there's Emily Irwin, who was out last year with an injury. She's technically a freshman eligibility-wise. She's carved out a role for us already. She's a dynamic playmaker. So all 7 of those kids have made an impact on our program already.
Gotcha. Excited to see them. Let's talk a little bit about the schedule before we wrap things up here. You guys have number 8 John Carroll in the conference, have a couple of ranked outer conference opponents. How do you look to weather that storm in terms of tough schedule? OAC, always tough.
Well, part of the reason you come to play at Baldwin Wallace or coach or whatever is to see how you stack up against the nation's best. We're at a point in our program where it doesn't make a lot of sense for us to schedule wins necessarily. We've got aspirations in the postseason, and in order to accomplish those, you've got to play against the best teams in the regular season for a number of reasons. One, the strength of schedule. If you're up for an at-large bid, you need to have some quality opponents on your schedule when it comes down to those types of things. And 2, again, it doesn't do us any good to beat up on teams by 40 in the regular season just to pad our stats. We're not at that point in the program. So we're going to challenge ourselves. What that may end up looking like is our record may not indicate how good of a team we have. We could take some lumps early on, but if we're playing our best basketball in February and March, that's really what we're all about. And our goal is to be really tough to beat when it comes to that time of the year.
Gotcha. Excited to see them then. Take a look and make sure you guys see them take on Hope this weekend. Excited to see them on their home floor soon. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.